Welcome back, guys, to Kerbal Space Explosion. So our Eve extravaganza is continuing. Last time we designed the lander designed to land on Eve, hopefully. Cross your fingers, knock on wood. And we got it up into orbit around Kerbal. So today, what I want to do is we need to get the back end of this guy up into space and docked with the lander. And that's going to be the stage that will push us from here to Eve, the interplanetary rocket engines, I guess. And they're going to connect to this little hexagon of docking clamps right there. 7 clamps for increased stability. Okay, well, I guess let's get on with it. All right, here we go. This is it. Man, this thing has a lot of engines. Can we count how many engines this guy has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 per arm. There's 6 of those, so we've got 42 orange tanks and mostly mainsails, and then a collection of nuclear engines on the bottom, which is going to be the interplanetary stage itself because of how efficient they are. All right, so not only do we have to get this guy into orbit, we've got to dock it. Man, this is going to be tough. We've got to dock it with our Eve lander. So let's set that as our target. And then let's fast forward the time a little bit. We want the Eve lander, I think, to be somewhere like around here, something like that. So that by the time we get up and into our own orbit, it should have caught up with us. I think it needs to be... Let's try here. Every time I've tried to estimate, I'm wrong. But let's at least try to be close. Right about something like that. That'll probably do. Okay, and if not, then we'll just, we'll tinker with it. Here we go. Oh my gosh, this thing is huge. Deep breath. Tombo Kerman, are you ready? He looks ready. You see him? He looked right at me when I called his name. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And I don't remember exactly. I tested this thing, but I don't remember exactly what the proper throttle amount I was supposed to have. So we'll just keep an eye on it. By 1,000 meters altitude, we want to be going about 110 meters per second at the most. If we're going a little bit under that, that's fine. But any faster and we'll be smooshing our face up against the windshield, more or less. The air will be pushing us down and making us a little bit more inefficient. So down here on the bottom, you can maybe only tell a little bit. I've got some more fuselages going down through the bottom and a docking clamp. And once we get this guy up into space, we've got to undock this little guy and put him on the bottom because this top part here is what's going to dock to the ship itself. I think I may... Did I do the fuel? Yeah, this is a... I did this design actually before I made the lander design. And it has a kind of older... fuel line design that I've since learned doesn't work quite properly, and so we may have some errors in a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. We'll just have to see. We're getting close. Let's see, we're up to 2,400 meters. Yeah, let's throttle up a bit, and we're about to lose some tanks. Here we go. Cypertron, money shot. Wait for the sound. That's the sound. Like a bloomin' flower or a bloomin' onion. There you go. All right, next stage. So let's see, by 7,000 meters, we can be going 200 meters per second. Let's throttle up to about 2/3. There we go. And we're gonna lose 6 tanks, and then 12, and then 6. And I think that'll be it. That'll be it. We need to be in orbit by that point. But I think we'll be okay. Thomble doesn't look quite so confident. He doesn't look quite so confident. Let's track the position. We'll see. We'll see if that's right or not. And if not, we can fiddle with it over time. I think we'll have some extra tanks. Okay, those are gone. And if we absolutely need to, I could throttle up more because we're at 7,000. We're under the max speed we could be doing, so we can throttle up some. We have extra fuel, on the lander. So if we need to, we can use that to dock to this, you know, to help them rendezvous. So I intentionally left extra fuel on that lander. Just in case, you never know. Okay, we're getting up to 10,000 now. It's starting to spin a little bit. There was a little bit of asymmetry, but it's symmetrical now, so we shouldn't be having problems. Oh, you know what I think is happening? Yeah. Are the fuel tanks messing up? Let's check. No, they seem to be doing fine. I think we're okay. Fuel tanks seem to be doing fine. We're not getting the error where the fuel lines get confused, which I've since learned how to avoid that. You can either fork fuel lines or you can merge fuel lines to go from, you know, multiple tanks to one tank or one tank to multiple tanks, but you can't do both in one setup because the game doesn't like it. And I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. Okay, let's throttle up more. At 20,000 meters, our max speed should be 700-ish meters per second, and we're well beneath that. So as long as we don't go up to full throttle, the nuclear engine should be fine. I've never actually had them overheat and explode, except for, I think, one instance, maybe going to Drace. I don't remember exactly. I had one instance. Maybe it was a test. I don't exactly remember, but I seem to remember them exploding at some point. Okay, here we go. Next stage. Awesome. I love that. Tomble's having a ball. Okay. Yeah, I think we did this just about right. Ooh, and this is... Okay, let's tip over more. That's getting far away. We need to go up to about 75. And then burn for orbit, and then figure out where to go from there. I think we're going to be okay, though. We have 6 full tanks, and the nuclear engines are burning as well. But they're extremely efficient. They're just giving a little bit of extra pep in our step. 64. Let's turn over all the way. Whoa, what was that? Oh, target position. Huh, look at that. Yeah, we're pretty close. It looks like I estimated pretty good. Okay. Let's see, 130. That's making it kind of harder to see what's going on. So we're gonna just let that touch the yellow line there. And I can't really see. Oh, there it is at the bottom. We want that to get to like 74-ish. Let's just stop it. Stop. And then we'll do an orbital burn and figure out what to do from there. Here we go. Match those up. Yeah, looks like we're going to be a little bit off. But let's get a stable orbit first. First things first, stable orbit first. And then we will figure out what to do from there. 73, 75. Okay, that'll do. 40-second burn. And we should have enough fuel to do that. Thomble, you look much more confident than you did a few minutes ago. Do you think it's pronounced Thomble or Tomble? Is it like a Thomas, Tomble kind of sound? Or is it a Thomble? I'm going to call him Thomble. Kind of like thimble, but a Thomble. Okay, let's speed up. Let's get to it. Get down to T-minus 20 seconds. Burn full speed. I think we're going to have enough to do this whole thing. Okay, here we go. I would prefer not to use any of our nuclear engine fuel once we get rid of these outer mainsail stages. We may have to, but if... I would prefer actually to use the extra fuel on the lander to come to this guy than to use my interplanetary stage fuel to go to that guy. I think we're going to have enough fuel anyway. I don't think it's going to matter. I think we're going to have some extra. We're going to have some wiggle room. That's why you over-engineer things, so you have wiggle room. And let's go this way. You can see our target is slightly off this way, so I'm just going to adjust this. Hopefully that'll help. Oh, no, we're not going to have enough. Okay, let's get rid of those and check. I can't even tell. Yeah, we don't have a full orbit yet. Okay, I guess we are using some of this fuel, but we have a ton of it. These engines are hugely efficient. So we'll just go ahead and finish with this stage, and then Once it's in orbit, I guess we will use the other ship to rendezvous with this. And then we'll use... This thing has... this ship has a lot more RCS fuel, so we'll use this to dock with that once it gets over here. First, we got to get it in orbit. Let's figure it out. Let's just stay on the blue mark for now. Let's do that instead of trying to match up our ascending and descending node. Now let's see, we're going to be pretty close, and our ascending node is only 0.4 degrees. That's pretty good. That's not too shabby. Oh, and we're almost there. Almost there. Less than 30 meters per second. There we go. Here we go. And stop. Okay, let's take a look. What did we do? Oh, look at that. Nearest intersection. Good. Good. That's pretty good. Oh, no. Not good. Not good. We have an apoapsis there of 77, but a periapsis there of 68. We need to raise that. So we need to point up like this. Okay, now we're at 71. And this one is way up at 80. Okay, good. That'll do. So that is technically a stable orbit. It's not very circular, though. So let's head over to our apoapsis and let's circularize it just a little. I wonder how close are we there? Only 40 kilometers. That's not too bad. Not so bad. Get up to our apoapsis, circularize, and then we'll switch to the other craft and try to dock these two behemoths. Okay, let's slow down. There's our target. It's getting ahead of us, which is fine. I have a lot of fuel left on this guy, so that's actually not going to be that big of a deal. Okay, now let's rotate around to the prograde. And I did put some solar panels on this guy, just in case. Just in case we run out of electrical charge and need to fuel up, charge up. Here we go. Right there. Okay, good. Okay, let's check. Whoa. 81. That didn't do much. How did that bring it down? That shouldn't have brought it down. How did that bring our periapsis down? We're facing forward. Did you see that? Let's get back here again. Let's try that again. What is happening there? That should be going up, that number. Okay, go up, number. Get on target. Why is that going down? I don't get it. Okay, let's forget about this. Unset target. Oh. Was that our surface? That wasn't actually our... Oh. We were looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Yeah, that was our... Dang it. Wasting fuel here. That's all right. I over-engineered things just for shenanigans like this. Just for shenanigans like this. Okay, here we go. For reals. There. Okay. There we go. Periapsis to... Like that, like that, like that. Okay, okay. Man, that stressed me out a little bit. Makes me worry. Okay, stop rotating. Now, that's going to be there. Let's switch to the other guy and then rendezvous with our fuel. Let's see, how much fuel did we use? Hardly any. Fine. No problem. So here's our lander. Let's switch. Okay, here we go. So we need to rendezvous with this guy right here. We're ahead of it, and we're on the inside lane, as it were. Set as target, and we're ahead of it, which means we need to basically speed up a bit. So let's... Whoa! No. Throttle down. Gosh. I wasn't ready for that. Let's see. That's going to be in 40 seconds. That's a little too soon. What did I just do to our orbit? Periaps. Okay, yeah, we need to fix that. Dang it. Let's set a maneuver there. And we want to increase... there. And what's our ascending, descending? Only 0.5. Okay, that's fine. That'll bring that up. And then intersection there is like 80 kilometers. That's not good enough. Oh, wait a second. I think we went outside the optimal there. These guys right here, that's going to be within 8 kilometers. See if we can nudge it. 4 kilometers. Okay, that's good enough. Good enough. That is going to be our burn. It's only 1 second. Quite finicky. Let's spin around to our blue mark. But we should have more than enough fuel to do this. Where's our blue mark? Hello, sunlight. And the textures are popping in, as usual, nice and slow and late to the party. Oh, okay, slow down. Slow down. Get right on the target. Right there. Okay, now we can speed up. Okay, don't zoom past it. Don't zoom past it, Buzz. I know you like to get excited and overeager about things. Okay, we can speed up a little bit. Okay, but don't go crazy. And we're gonna go with a low throttle, not a short throttle. Yay! Okay. Let's see what that did. Okay, so our intersection here is 4 kilometers. Good. Let's get rid of the node. And then we basically just need to fast forward to that point. And then cancel out any of our sort of differential calculus math. Ooh, why is that not turning on? Turn on SAS. We need to cancel out the differences in our relative velocities. Yeah. So we're going to speed around the planet. I'm a little tense. I'm not going to lie. This has taken a lot of work just to get to this point. And if this step doesn't work, it's going to be a whole hell of a lot of work down the tube. And I will be upset. I will be disappointed. Oh, look, now we're down to 2.7 kilometers. I guess something to do with my SAS being fiddly-faddly. Okay, so next step. We're pretty close. We're within like 25, 30 meters of the thing. I've got to decouple this guy and then slide him back, spin him around, and stick him on the butt so that he's not in the way when we try to connect. And I'm going to try to do this as simply as possible by only using translation. I made a mistake when I designed this. This guy's supposed to have fuel, but he doesn't. And that is because I did not put a decoupler between him and these fuel tanks. So this guy transferred fuel to those guys. That's just the way the game works. And it's just a mistake I made. It happens. Oh, well. Okay, so we're going to get to about here, and we're going to use just our translation to slow down. Like so. Then we're going to come like this, and we want to translate one direction at a time. Nope. Nope. That way. This way. Down towards that guy right down there. And slowly we does it. Seems like we're slightly drifting off course, but I will twist them around so that they're facing each other again before we start to get closer, and we're going to use RCS for the rest of it. We're pretty darn close. Okay. Now, people have said to use the chase cam for this, but I haven't really... I've never done that. And I don't particularly feel the need to do it now. So we'll do this until we're right there. We're getting close. This is pretty good. Just baby steps. And then we want to slow down. Slow down. Not too much, though. Okay, that's good. Turn RCS off. Spin around. And then go backwards, basically. Like this. Right here. Like this. And I guess this guy is going to use his RCS to go back to Kerbal. Okay, so now we need to translate down. Like so. Whoa, careful. Oh my gosh, so much RCS when you twist around like that. Translate down, we're getting close. Okay, we need to go kind of over a bit. No, this way, this way, this way. Go over there. Go over there, we're getting close. Getting close. Oh yeah, oh yeah. There. Do your thing. Connect. Oh, come on. There we go. Excellent. Okay, we twisted it around. Now, we need to set... Let's set... actually, let's set this central guy as our target. All right, we are getting extremely close now. Extremely close. This is very finicky. Unfortunately, of course, we're on the dark side of the stupid planet. But I will try to brighten it up in editing, so you'll probably have a better view than I do. We are very close. Oh, man. No, we want to go this way. This way. This way. Get on that target. We have to be rotated properly because we're linking up 7 at once. We have to be lined up properly. Okay, stop. Oh, gosh. Rotate. Rotate this way. Rotate that way. You rotated too much. Oh gosh, we're so close. Gonna go this way? Go this way. Well, success. Look at this monstrosity, and I'm getting low frame rate. And we're in space. I normally get decent frame rate by the time we get out of here. But I don't know if I've ever had this many things in space at once. Buzz and Tommel have been united in the same ship. So, we've got some good news and some bad news. This was extremely painstaking. And I'm already thinking in advance to the next time, ways to do this better in a more modular manner. I think, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If we right-click, let me get a better... Let's get in the sunlight so we can see a little better. If I right-click on these... Okay, this gives me the option to undock. That's 1. Undock 2. The next one, hang on. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, that one does not. That one does not. So there's the problem. As near as I can tell it, the center one here is docked, and 3 of the outer 6 are docked. The other 3 are not docked. Which means, I think 3. Let's see, this one won't dock. Yeah, okay. So, only 4 out of 7 of these docking ports are docked. And that really worries me. I'm not sure why. It looks like they're lined up perfectly. I don't know why they wouldn't dock. The game just doesn't want to do it. It doesn't want to do it. So that makes me really nervous for when we eventually send... this on its way to Eve, but we're going to try. So the last thing to do is to undock this, actually. Let's undock this. We're going to send you back. There, okay, Tomble. Okay, get out of here. Okay, Thank you. Go away. There, let's switch to you. And let's see if you have enough RCS left to deorbit. You probably do. Okay, first thing, let's just go H to go away from that. And then let's turn RCS off. We'll go to spin around to the retrograde. Why can't I spin around? Oh, I have no electric charge. Okay. No electric charge. Did I put solar panels on this little guy? I guess not. All right, we don't have that much left. Let's spin around to retrograde and see if we can deorbit. And if we have to, Tombo will get out and push. Okay, so now we want to go forward. Zoom! And we are... Hopefully this will deorbit us. Let's take a look. 88,000 kilometers. Let's see what happens. We'll just go faster along our retrograde. It says we're speeding up. Why is that? 98. What? What is going on here? We are we somehow like backwards or something? Yeah, we want to be facing this way. Oh yeah, I was pointing the wrong way. No wonder. The markings look different. Okay, let's do it now. We've got 17 left. Do we have enough, Tombo? You may be stuck in orbit forever until we get around to rescuing some people. Let's see what we can do. Now, what's it say? Let's check now. It went from 98 all the way down, back down to 80. All right. Maybe we can do this. We just have to get it down to below 70, and it will decay on its own. Next thing to do, next video, is to take the tug and the ghillie lander up to rendezvous with those guys. I went from being extremely hopeful about this to being very afraid. I'm really worried about what is going to happen. Down to 50. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Tombo will be okay. I'm very worried about what's going to happen. Whoa! Look at them just fly by us. What's going to happen without those docking clamps connected properly? Why is that still our target? That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's just keep going. And this should... That's all the way down to 25. So I'm going to land him next time. Next time on Kerbal Space Explosion. Man, the frame rate is terrible right now. We're going to take the tug and the lander to rendezvous with those guys, and then we will head to Eve. Hope you guys enjoyed it. There's no way this is going to work. I don't want to get your hopes up. It's not going to work. It's going to explode in the sky, and that'll be it. That'll be the end of it. So we'll see you later. Take it easy. Bye-bye.